Welcome back to East League Sixers. It's your boy Sixers fan for life. We got BG and Jenny from the block. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Wow. All I have to say is that freaking shot at the end. My God, how did that go in the basket?
I lost my mind. I lost my mind, Jen. I lost when that shit went in. I said, "Oh my god, did that?" Oh my god.
I got up. I screamed. My daughter's asleep. I was like, oh no, man. That was a really good game. It could have been so much better if it wasn't for the rotationally challenged coach that we have. I take back whatever praise I gave him at the beginning of this broadcast because that was just terrible decision making on his behalf. You cannot put in 4 bench players in Joel when Joel's been in for the whole quarter. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. And you can't go small ball 5 against the Celtics. And you gotta guard Horford.
Ah!
Oh, Sharon, I feel you, man. I'm about crying myself, man. I'm about crying myself, man. I know. Look, that's killing us. He got no rotational skills. Seriously, he doesn't.
This one hurt, man. This one hurt bad, man.
It really hurts.
This one hurt, man. Jeez, man, this one hurt.
Listen.
S-Dot, I do not want to hear this, S-Dot. I do not want to hear this season is over nonsense, okay?
Listen.
Not over.
I'm about to go on a quick rant, right? Me and Jamar was talking all through the game. I had a PJ apology victory tour already written, set stone. I said, if this man, right, I already wrote it all up. I said, if this man hits a double-double tonight, I swear to God, I will be swinging off his pipe. I'm sorry. I don't care how nasty that sound, but I would have. You know what I'm saying? We was talking. So here's the thing. Too much Embiid and too much Maxey. Maxey was obviously struggling.
He was lost.
No, listen. Let me finish. Maxey was struggling. We got too much of him in the third quarter. We didn't need him. I'm sorry. We didn't need him tonight. I get it that there was nothing we could have done. Maybe they should have put Shake in there for a little bit because he was obviously bamboozled. I don't know what was wrong with him, but he couldn't get it right. Yes, he had a few points, but it wasn't enough. He was running around like a chicken without a head.
You could talk about the points, Jose, and the points came at a key time. Don't get me wrong, but Maxey looked like how we used to talk about Paul Reed. Yeah. Maxey looked lost.
I agree with you 100%.
Maxey looked like he was just a player on the court.
That's what I'm saying.
That was it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Maxey was overplayed, and I feel like Embiid was overplayed today. I mean, at some point, you got to give the man a rest, man. Like, come on, man. Like,
Embiid definitely played too many minutes, but what we learned was, I don't really understand why the 4 bench players and Embiid went on for as long as it did. It shouldn't have.
But we say that Embiid played too many minutes, but when he come out the game, it's just like blah.
No, I don't care. I don't care how many minutes he plays, but when you got him in there, you need to make sure that you are like maximizing him. You're not putting him out there with 4 bench players. Like that was why.
I saw that they did in the second and they did in the third. There was no need for that. You know what I'm saying? And B was basic. Listen, all right, minus the little offensive run that Horford went on tonight, he was barbecue chicken. Everybody.
Same with Tatum. Same with Tatum.
Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. Everybody on the Sixers was doing whatever they felt like in Horford's face, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I don't care about Horford's offense. I'm saying defensively, Horford was not a threat tonight. Harden was shooting in his face. And B was shooting in his face. Everybody did whatever they felt like it on Horford. They should have capitalized on that, regardless of how many three-pointers he made. I don't care about that. What I'm saying is they should have exploited that. And by playing Embiid way too much and playing Maxey way too much, this is the outcome.
I got a question for y'all. I want to echo something that RJ just said. What has DeAnthony Melton done since the turn of the year? Since 2023 started, what has DeAnthony Melton done?
He plays good defense.
When? At what point?
He plays all the time good defense.
So he plays a lot of off-ball defense, a lot. Like, I'm not trying to knock my guy, but the reason AI never made them all defensive first teams when he leading the league is because he plays good off-ball defense. He is barbecue chicken man-to-man. He gives us absolutely nothing since 2023. I'm not saying this is not me saying, hey, I don't want DeAnthony Melton on the team. I think he does something for us. But since 2023, what has DeAnthony Melton done for the Philadelphia 76ers? All he did, I hate to say it, all he did was take away Maxey's starting spot. Other than that, what has he given us?
Okay, I know I've said this. Listen, I know I've said this many times now, but I'm going to say it one more time. Doc said he was going to try 3 different starting lineups. We've only seen one since he said that. I want him to go back to what he said. I want to see DeAnthony Melton coming off the bench and the Tyrese Maxey in the starting lineup. I just want to see what this experiment's going to do. I just want to see if we're gonna maximize those two guys.
Listen, I get what you're saying, my brother. I love you to death, but let me tell you something. If Maxey had more minutes than Melton today,
but it's not about minutes. It's about who he's in there with.
Listen, they almost had the same amount. Maxey
had the same amount. They both had 25. They both had 25.
No, they didn't.
I'm looking at the box score. I'm looking at it. I'm not just saying this off the top of my head. I'm looking at it. It says DeAnthony Melton, 25 minutes. Tyrese Maxey, 25 minutes. I'm just reading what I'm looking at. Jose, I promise I'm not making it up.
All right, I had to update my page. You're right. I had to update my page. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter, man. If you put Maxey and Harden out there on the floor for the majority of those minutes, we getting cooked. I'm sorry.
Maxey was dog shit tonight. Maxey was dog. Like, I don't care about them buckets he had at the end of the game, them 2 layups he had. Maxey was dog shit tonight. Maxey looked terrible. He was just a player on the floor tonight. Like, I'm sorry.
He looked like Korkmaz tonight.
Exactly. The way I praise Maxey, if I'm going to praise you, I have to give you the same scrutiny when you play bad. You played bad tonight. I'm not no fanboy and be like, oh, because I love Maxey, he's inept for me telling him that he had a bad game. Maxey played like shit tonight. Point blank, period. Point blank. He was terrible. He was just out there. He looked lost.
Went back to your Phillies hat and everything.
I took my Sixers shit off.
You're like, these guys are garbage. No, I mean, I definitely thought we could have come away with that win, and I know Joel is.
Listen,
I feel all over his face, man.
I feel sorry for PJ Tucker. He had the most rebounds on the game.
Listen to me, PJ Tucker stole everybody's mojo, and that's why we lost.
Yo, it was 6 minutes into the game, and he had 5 rebounds. I said, "Damn, hold up, what is going on with PJ now?" Oh, man.
Yo, Jamar, I told Jamar, I swear to God, if he hits a double-double, I swear I'm going to do a whole big apology.
You know what I was scared of? Remember my bet? I said if PJ ever scored 15 points, I'm shaving my head. I said, please, God, don't let this
Listen.
I'm not. Vampire took everybody's energy.
Listen, I don't want to blame it on PJ. That man balled out tonight. I'm sorry.
He definitely did.
That's a good question. That's a good question, Ant. That's a good question. I'm getting on Maxey, but I can't forget who the original bench player was. George Niang, where you at, baby?
Where
Where
is
you
George
where you
Niang? What are
I
you
think
doing?
I think we haven't too many nationally televised games. He ain't heard Allah and Kate say bang bang Niang. So that's why he
No. That's our homers. That's our homers' fault though, because all they do is talk shit. I gotta mute the game. I don't want to hear bang bang no more. I don't want to hear bang bang no more.
I don't care about hearing bang bang. I care about them not not really being interested in the Sixers. But that's a different story. So Berg wants to know if we all have anything positive from the game. Yeah, they played a great game for
great
most of
defensive
it.
game. Great defensive game early on. Holding Tatum to what they held him to, holding Horford to what they held him to up until the third. Like the way we defended today, we defended at this was a playoff game. We played with the intensity that I've been asking for, and it felt like a playoff game. It even ended like a playoff game. I'm not happy with the result, but overall, I feel like we played hard the whole game. I'm not expecting 16 rebounds from PJ Tucker every game. But the fact that he went out there and was rough and rugged, the fact that Embiid was like, "Oh, we need a bucket. Give me the ball. I'll go get it." A couple times when Embiid was out the game and James Harden said, "Damn, Embiid out and we not scoring. Let me just attack." Even when you missing, just do what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna just be honest with you. The only real negative is the fact that we lost our lead, and I don't like what Tyrese Maxey has turned into. I don't. It's a roller coaster ride that I'm not enjoying.
Yeah, I don't like it either. And my really only big negative of the game is Doc's rotations. I mean, in the end, like the last 5 minutes, 8 minutes of the third and the beginning of the fourth, that was just nonsense. You're playing the number one team in the league. You don't put 4 freaking bench guys out there.
What's up, Deadpool? Listen, I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. I saw too much of Embiid and I saw too much of Maxey. I saw too much of Embiid and I saw too much of Maxey. Embiid can't do everything by himself, and Maxey play like horse shit. Trash truck juice, spoiled milk. I don't care. Like, listen, blame it on, because he's coming off the bench. I don't want to hear none of that, man. Like, national television was praising him about his average points per game. And you fall short today. It wasn't NBC Sports. It wasn't NBC Sports Philadelphia praising him. It was ESPN praising him for scoring 20-something points per game, and you shot like horse shit.
He's been tentative. He's been passing when he should be shooting, and he's been kind of lost on the offense. I mean, he's been lost.
Harden only had 4 turnovers. He had 4
How
turnovers.
many total turnovers did they have?
Us as a team, we had your magic number 10.
I won my bold prediction.
It's not even a big deal. 10.
I won my bold prediction.
It's like you can't even blame it on turnovers.
This is wild. This is a wild stat right here. That is wild. That's a wild stat right there, dog. To shoot that many more free throws and only have 10 turnovers. How do we lose? Like, I don't even know how we lose.
I hate to ask how many points our Ben's had.
Oh my God. Do you really want to hear that?
I do.
12.
That's going to give you your answer.
McDaniels had 4. Maxey had 8. We had 12 whopping bench points.
That's how we lost, because our bench was benched.
We can't keep losing to this team when they're down stars. Yes, they weren't down Tatum, and yes, he made the biggest shot of the night. But for 4 quarters, for three and a half quarters, he was irrelevant. He was just there.
Listen,
we can't lose to this team when Tatum shoots like that. We can't lose to this team a couple weeks ago when Jaylen Brown goes out in the second quarter with a broken face. Like, we can't keep losing to this team when they're not even at full strength, when they're not even playing their best basketball. So imagine if they was playing their best basketball, y'all. Something got to happen, man. Something got to happen, man.
I mean, this is like a Eastern Conference Finals matchup here, and looking like we don't stand a chance.
Look, what it looks like is that we're down 0-3 in the playoff series because there's only one game left with this team, and we lost 3 of them.
Right.
Point blank, period. All right. So Boston over there shining up them brooms and saying they shining up them brooms. We got one game left.
The last game's here too, right? We played 2 already in Boston.
Yeah. They had to win this game tonight, and they failed to do that.
They had this win. They had this game in the bag. They had this game.
We definitely didn't. I don't think this was our best game at all. The Harden we've been seeing lately wasn't the Harden tonight.
Nah.
The Maxi we used to see wasn't the Maxi. The 2 clear, hey, I did what I do was Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris. Other than those 2, we definitely didn't play our best game. I'm just mad that we lost. Like I'm not saying this team stinks or we need to get rid of the whole team. I'm just mad. I don't like the Sixers to lose no games. I know we never in a million years go 82-0, but damn it, this shit hurt, especially to that Green team. Oh my God!
Especially when that freaking miracle shot went in.
Oh my God! And B nailed that shit.
Oh my God!
That shit
didn't hit no backboard, didn't hit no rim, no nothing.
That just put salt in the wound, man.
And then B knew it. He walked away. He
just walked right out of the arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look, I'm standing in front of the TV waiting to see the replay, but then they show Embiid walking the tunnel. I said, "Oh, I guess it was late." I was so mad.
And B knew it. And B knew from the rip. He was looking at the backboard. He saw when the red lights came on. He started walking away ASAP.
Yeah, man. Stabbed in the heart. I feel stabbed in the heart. By the way, y'all, I'll be at the game on Monday when we take on the Heat for the first time this season.
Oh, tell Kevin Love we said F him for not choosing us.
They still lost to the freaking Bucks without Giannis by like 28 points.
Miami's been playing like that all year. I'm not saying they're not a good team, but they've been playing bad this year. They actually are underachieving pretty bad this year.
Yeah. But I'm sad our streak came to an end. I really wanted to beat them tonight, and I honestly thought that we could. I honestly had a good feeling, which I guess,
we was rolling, man. We was up 15. I text my brother talking crap. I said, matter of fact, I even text y'all. I said, and look at the MVP getting smacked by Memphis while our MVP up 15. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, you talking about yeah, he's here. He's here. You talking about the best center in the league? Got smacked around tonight, right? The best center in the league. He in here. He like talking about the second best center in the league. So for the guy who always talking about the second best center in the league, I just want to let you know that the best center in the league got smacked around tonight.
You want to know something? I thought it was funny when Van Gundy said that, I don't know if you were listening. He said, if your best player can't be, played at the end of the game because he's a liability, then he can't be that great. And I was like, you probably voted for Jokic. He's sitting in the fourth quarter in the playoffs.
Oh no, he said that. He actually said that. I don't know if you were paying attention. It was one point where they were talking about the MVPs, and Mark Jackson said, "I don't know how anybody can say is a clear-cut MVP." And Van Gundy said he asked him, Van Gundy, who his MVP would be right now. He said, "Right now, I'm voting for Joker." So he said he would vote for Joker right now.
And then he goes and says that if you can't play your best player, they have to sit on the bench and they're a liability, then they're not your best player. Well, you're contradicting yourself,
sir. The hypocrisy was real. The hypocrisy was real.
It's unbelievable.
So what's next, man? What do we do? Where do we go from here? I'm not saying, hey, the team needs a revamp, but something after being down 17 or 21 last game and then blowing a 15-point lead this game. Are we rolling with the same rotation? Do you think anything needs to change? Does Melton need to come out of the starting lineup? Does Maxey need to be put back in start? Or do guys just got to get their head out of their ass and play basketball?
Well, not even the guys. The guys have to get their heads out of their ass. Maxey needs to figure out what the hell what happened to 1% better every day. what
He got
happened to
1%
that?
worse every day
I
lately.
mean, he's got to really have a come to Jesus moment with himself and figure out what the hell's going on. Is he not bought in? I don't understand. So that, and then, our coach really needs to stop with this bullshit rotation. Not when you're playing the Celtics, man. Come on. Like, you have to understand, he has to understand how important this game was, not only to the team, but to the fans. Don't mess around with the rotations and when you're playing the Celtics. It's just, where do we
Um,
go from here, man? We have 23 more games and the hardest schedule. So we just got to take it one game at a time. One game at a time. That's all we can do.
Why'd you remind me of that, Prophet? I forgot last game it was Blake Griffin. This game it was Al Horford. Fuck it. Al Curry,
It's
man.
always some random dude from another team cooking us.
Don't get me started.
Berg, we don't sound like we're done.
No, we're just mad about today, Berg. I'm not. Oh no. Oh
Listen,
no.
we
I'm
can't
still.
listen, this is Boston versus Philly, man. All right, Berg, you old enough to know how far back this rivalry go, man. Of course you're gonna sound like this tonight.
I just
See,
don't
you
like
say
to lose, bro.
we damn near beat the best team. You're right. We damn near beat them, and then we didn't. So we're
That's what I'm saying. Like,
pissed.
Berg, I'm just not gonna. I'm just not gonna be my normal self after a loss. No loss. I don't care if we lost to Orlando, if we lost to Boston, if we lost to Houston. I'm gonna be the same me after a loss. I don't like losing.
Berg talking about he talking like a guy who's shooting blanks. Talking about I almost got her pregnant.
We almost beat them.
I almost got her pregnant. I could have been a dad.
Yeah, unfortunately, almost don't count for shit, and no one's going to remember the fact that a score at the end of the day. They're just going to remember that we lost. That's it.
We'll see. What you laughing at, man?
I gotta laugh because I'm tired of being mad, man. I'm tired of being mad.
We'll be all right, man. We'll be all right, man. Back to the drawing board. It ain't over. We only got 20 losses on the season. We still in third place in the East. I'm still confident in this team, especially if PJ figure himself out. If we about to see playoff P, the real playoff P, and we about to see this guy. Obviously, I don't think 16 rebounds a game. I don't think that. But if he played with the intensity he played with tonight.
Listen, I'm sorry, man. Win or lose, I gotta give this man props, man. 16 rebounds, man.
I know he was about to get all the flowers tonight.
100% was getting my flowers. I was going to try to beat Jose to it, dog. I was going to start the show giving my flowers out, dog.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to give him my flowers anyway, man. 16 rebounds, PJ. Say it ain't so.
And I'm sorry, Joel. I didn't think you were going to have a high scoring game tonight, but you did.
Berg. Our coach's name is Doc Rivers. Are you kidding me? You think he's going to think about it? Last time we played the Celtics, their center was wide open all game. This time we played the Celtics, their center was wide open our whole second half. Yes, Horford's going to be open again the next time we play him because Doc Rivers doesn't make adjustments because he puts in B who doesn't want to guard out there on Al Horford, and Al Horford is going to be open. Yes, I think that. Yes, 1,000%.
Pull your mic away a little bit, man. That's going too loud.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hold up, Prince. I got to tell you something, Prince. You know my biggest problem with Tobias Harris is I like him. I do. I like him a lot. He gives us his points way too fast. We get Tobias Harris too fast. If you're a good player, we need 4 quarters out of you. We don't need you to give us 18 for 2 quarters. The first
Jose,
2 quarters.
I feel like they go completely away from him in the second half. Like he's not involved in the offense in the second half.
So
what is that about? He spent a lot of time on the bench, I felt.
That's
in the second
he's
half.
never involved in the offense in the second half at all, Jose.
So then we gotta go back to Glenn for that. You know what I'm saying? Because like he gave us a lot in the first half. I absolutely agree. But what did he do in the second half? I'll wait.
He never is involved in the offense in
I
the
don't
second half.
know.
Is the same thing. If it's a close game, we run our little stuff with Embiid, all ISO with Embiid, or pick and roll with Embiid and Harden.
So
The
what you're
second
telling me?
half, we
So
do
what
the
you're telling
same
me?
thing all
So what
game.
you? So what you're telling me that Tobias Harris is capable of 30 to 35 points a game, right? If
He had 12 points in the first
If
freaking quarter.
if given the opportunity, I don't know how many shots he took in the first half, but I guarantee it was around like 9. Right or wrong, just guessing. Everybody agree with that, right? He ended with 12, Jose. He's never involved in the offense in the second half. We don't run anything to make him get open, to give him an ISO. We don't give him any opportunities in the second half. I love what you're saying, and we've agreed on this for 2 years now. We get Tobias early. But it's not all Tobias. It's not like he just started missing in the second half. He never is involved in the offense in the second half.
Except the last
Never.
game. What was the difference in the last game?
He caught catch and shoot threes. It's not like he was getting ISOs. He go catch and shoot threes because Embiid was getting double. Harden was getting double. It was situations where they had to kick it out to him. We don't run anything for Tobias after halftime. Watch the tape. Watch the tape. We get on Tobias for disappearing, but I don't think he's disappearing. I think he's literally put on a shelf, and we get to just look at Embiid play ISO ball. We get to look at Harden play ISO ball. We get to look at Harden and Embiid play pick and roll, and everybody just stands around. That's not all Tobias's fault, y'all.
I could agree with you there. I could agree with you there. You know what I'm saying? I would agree with you there because I do watch these games just like you say, watch the tape, right? But I be seeing a lot of possessions where the ball does touch Tobias's hands and it just keeps going. So Tobias, if you're on fire, you're a professional basketball player. Take it upon yourself to do something then. Don't pass it along. Period. You're on fire. You gave us 18 points in the first half. Take control of the fucking game then. So that's I can't co-sign that excuse.
I co-signed it when we got 2 ball dominant guys, Jose. Embiid gets the ball. You know that's my guy. I love Embiid. Embiid gets the ball, and it's a 7-second isolation. Harden gets the ball, and it's a 6-second isolation or a 5-second pick and roll with him and Embiid. What do you want from Tobias if he's just standing there and nothing is being run towards him at all? I agree with you. He get the ball sometimes and don't take shots. But, bro, you can't deny the fact that the ball just doesn't go through. And the second half is as if we turn into the Philadelphia Embiids, dog. I'm just being honest, bro. Every play is an isolation. Go rewatch this game and tell me who got the ball in the last 8 minutes of the game. Every play. I get it. He's the MVP. He's the best player on the floor. But every single play is give the ball into Embiid on the block or at the elbow and see what happens. I can't blame Tobias for that, y'all. I just can't. I can't blame Tobias for that, y'all.
You're right. The ball definitely was not moving. Definitely not moving in the second half.
Well, they got to find a way to get Tobias involved in the second half because it's clear that he gave us quick 18 points. This man could have easily had a 30-point game tonight because when you hot, you hot. Everybody knows that. The basketball rim opens up when you are on fire. Everybody knows that. So they should have just kept feeding the hot hand.
Yeah.
I thought that same thing, too, after his 12-point first quarter. And then in the second half, I'm like, where's Toby? Did he go home?
Rob, I agree with you, man. I said that in the first quarter. I noticed that when the subs came in, Embiid and Tobias both played 12 minutes in the first quarter. I would rather Tobias come out at the 8-minute mark and then start the second quarter with the second unit. That's what I would rather.
Yeah.
I don't want him to be the guy that plays the whole 12 and then sits out the first like 5 of the second quarter. I want him in that lineup with the second unit. We need his leadership. Like at the end of the day, he's a veteran. Is he our most tenured player on our team? Is Tobias the most tenured person in our rotation?
No,
I'm not talking about on the Sixers. I'm talking about in NBA.
And Sims, if I just so happen to be in the NBA, which I'm not, okay, and I gave up and I put up 18 points in the first half, okay, and that ball somehow touched my fingertips in the second half, I ain't passing shit. I don't give a fuck. I ain't passing shit. I'm gonna make something happen. I ain't passing nothing. I'm getting paid. How much is getting paid? He's the highest paid sixer on the team. The highest paid sixer on the team. What they gonna do? Dock me for not passing the ball to Embiid? I ain't passing shit.
Well, we can have one glimmer of hope, and that is the game does slow down in the playoffs. We shorten up our rotations, more of half court set type situation, which is better suited to our team. They keep saying we're built for the playoffs. Maybe we are. I don't know, but
I can't lose in the second round again, y'all. I gotta
nah,
see these. I gotta see these
absolutely
conference
not.
finals, dog.
If we lose in the second round again, that's Doc's job. Honestly. Oh, here. Greg Daddy Boyd's a little late to the show, but yep.
We already called them out, man. Maxie was utter dog shit today, and I don't know where Niang been for a couple weeks now. Like I don't know.
Nah, he has not been with us, that's for sure, unless he's just snatching balls or talking shit.
Who we play next Saturday, Bird? I don't got the schedule in front of me, man.
Next Saturday?
He said next Saturday will be the telltale. So I'm guessing it must be Milwaukee if he's saying that. It must be Milwaukee.
Milwaukee doesn't scare me. I don't know. It just doesn't.
We don't got nobody that could guard Giannis. I don't care what you say, Jen. We don't have anybody that could guard Giannis. Nobody.
That may be so, but there's a whole rest of the team.
No, I agree. I'm just saying Giannis could easily, in a series against Milwaukee, Giannis would average 45.
Giannis 44. Don't got no Robin right now. That dude is like iffy as hell right now.
How's he? Like, see, now y'all talking crazy. I'm a Sixers fan just like you, Jose, but let's not act like Drew Holiday ain't make the All-Star team. Like, come on. Like, I get Middleton out there, but let's act like Drew Holiday was an All-Star. Like, what do you mean he don't got no Robin? He put like this. His Robin made the All-Star team. Our Robin didn't. Enough said. Did Harden get robbed? Probably. But what happened is what happened. Drew Holiday was an All-Star. They role players is better than ours. I'm not gonna play fanboy right now, Jose. When their star player is out, their role players step up.
All-Star weekend is a joke. They brought in McClung.
All right, Jose. Well, fuck All-Star weekend. Answer me this: when our star is out, when our star sits down, what does our team look like?
Bro.
When their star answer my question. When Giannis sits down, what does Milwaukee do?
Listen,
their role players step up. So you're not going to tell me we're not worried about Milwaukee. They role players is better than some of our fucking starters, Jose.
The NBA needed to bring in.
I'm not going to be a fanboy, dog.
The NBA needed to bring a G League player to save All-Star Weekend. Stop it, bro. Stop.
Okay,
it's a popularity contest, bro.
Okay, fuck the All-Star game.
If you look at stats and everything, Harden got super robbed.
Okay,
so let's not.
Are you really gonna? Forget the All-Star game. Okay, forget the All-Star game.
Really gonna compare?
You win,
with Harden?
Jose, you win. Fuck the All-Star game question. What happens when Giannis sits down for Milwaukee? Answer that question. What do their role players do? Who's our Brook Lopez? Who's our Bobby Portis? Tell me. Who is this for us? That's all I'm asking you. Where's those players for us? That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to be a fanboy. I'm Sixers for life, but I'm not going to act like Milwaukee don't exist.
It's supposed to be Maxey, but I mean, he fell short. My man fell short today.
Where Carl at, man? I don't like arguing with you. I'd rather argue with Carl.
It's supposed to be Maxey, but he fell short today. Come on now.
Hey, love, bro. We on to the next game, man.
And bang, bang, yang. And we ain't getting no bang, bang tonight. We got clang, clang. In the playoff atmosphere game, we got clang, clang, and we got no Maxey.
This is a playoff game, though, man. They did play hard. I'll give them that. This game, I was excited the whole game. The whole time I was watching, I was excited. Jen tired of us yelling at each other. I'm sorry, Jen. If you watch it, I apologize.
Listen, listen. I just gonna call it how I see it, man. I'm just gonna call it how I see it, man. You know, Coach is a bonehead. He played Embiid too much, and he played too much Maxey. Maxey was struggling, man. Come on, why you gonna keep playing him? I mean, bro, let me go back at the bottom. I just want to see something real quick.
Go ahead. While you reading it, while you getting it, I'm gonna just answer Bird question. Bird, I think the narrative changes, and we'll say, hey, we were battle tested. We had a battle test, just like the Memphis game. We were battle tested and we came out victorious. I think that's the only thing that would have changed, but that wouldn't erase the fact that I think we still would have came on here today and said Maxey has to be better off the bench. Niang has to be better off the bench.
Yo,
I don't think anything changes about that.
What I was looking for was how many minutes Shake played. That man played 2 minutes. You overplayed Maxey, and he's obviously struggling. Play the other guy then.
Yeah, I was about to say, Shake probably didn't even take a shower after this game.
He ain't break a fucking sweat. He ain't break a sweat. He ain't break a sweat, bro. But anyway, look, man. Anytime the Sixers play the Celtics, this type of feedback you gonna get. Point blank, period. If you're a real Philadelphia 76ers fan, this is the type of feedback you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? It was bad, man. Like for real.
It wasn't all bad though, Jose.
No, it wasn't. But I was saying throughout the whole game, why isn't B playing so much? Like how many games? Doc obviously was doing try hard tonight. He obviously was, because when do you see Embiid playing with an all bench?
Embiid played 40 minutes. I can't remember the last time Embiid.
When do you answer my question? You didn't answer me. Answer my question. When do you see Embiid playing with an all bench lineup?
Embiid never plays with all bench lineup. Embiid needs a lineup that's going to be going to be able to score as well, so they can't double and triple team him. So he needs to be out there with the stars.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I saw Embiid out there with the rest of the all bench lineup. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, Doc was on one today, dog. Doc was on one today, dog. Hey, man, read them icons at the top so I can get out of here, man. I'm pissed off.
It's better than being pissed on. Yo, look at them icons on the top. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't forget to tell a friend that Doc Rivers sucks. And if you ain't understand what I said in English, I'm going to tell you in Spanish. Doc es una mierda. No te olvides de decirle a un amigo que le diga a un amigo que le diga a un amigo.
Wepa.
Wepa.
Let's go Sixers, man. On to the next one. We be all right.